So this is the itinerary for today's event. We will first introduce you to Chatteris English Development Program for having a full-time Chatteris English tutor at your school. In addition, we will provide you with information about additional opportunities that benefit school with high percentage of less privileged students. We'll also share some short engagement activities, including different types of events, short courses, and professional development for school staff. At the end, we have two English panels at our current partner school who will share their Chatteris with Chatteris. Before we begin our presentation, I would like to invite Dr. Yun Yilo to give the opening remarks. Dr. Yun Yilo is Chatteris Board of Trustee, Associate Professor, and Associate Dean of Teaching and Learning at Faculty of Education at the University of Hong Kong. I will pass the time to Yunyi.
Thank you, Margaret. Good afternoon, colleagues, teachers. A very warm welcome to this Chatteris online school seminar. As you may be aware, Chatteris is an educational NGO with the mission to raise the English proficiency and soft skills of Hong Kong's young people, especially those less privileged ones. Since its founding 34 years ago, Chatteris has worked with 250 schools, in which 2,000 Chatteris tutors have been placed, overall impacting 800,000 students. Chatteris specializes in creating authentic English language environment in primary, secondary, and post-secondary schools by reducing the ratio of students to educators in the classroom and by creating an engaging and communicative English-speaking environment in the whole school. Chatteris also provides added value services to local schools, including additional manpower for events, educational resources, and staff training. Every year, Chatteris brings in a group of passionate tutors who are eager to work with Hong Kong schools and students. They provide these tutors with orientation and continued support throughout the school year, so that these tutors can quickly settle in local schools and make valuable contributions. Throughout these years, Chatteris has been developing new initiatives to support schools with different needs and priorities. Their support has been well received by partner schools. Next, the Chatteris staff will share insights regarding how Chatteris can positively impact students' English learning. Following this, two of the partner schools will share their experiences working with Chatteris and the impact witnessed in their students' proficiency. I hope you'll all get some useful information from the seminar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yunyi, for the opening remark. And here are 7 members of our program management team, including our CEO, our program directors, and program managers who will be presenting the Chatteris program at today's session. So we'll now begin with our CEO, Ben Whitman, for the presentation.
Thank you, Margaret. Hello and welcome, everyone. We'd like to start by sharing with you how we impact and inspire students to become more confident and proficient in using English. Chatteris is a registered non-profit charitable organisation founded in 1990 that exists to raise the English proficiency and self-confidence of Hong Kong's young people, with a particular focus on those from less privileged backgrounds. When we conduct reviews with our current partner schools, we ask them why they chose Chatteris. These are some of their main reasons. Within the classroom, schools explain that the average class size at their school is very large, so it's difficult to maximize student talk time in English. This large class size also means that it's difficult for teachers to cater to individual students and their specific needs. Furthermore, busy teachers might report that they don't have as much time as they would like to develop the language activities that students do within the classroom. Outside of the classroom, schools tell us that students do not speak much English at all, lacking the opportunity to use the language in a communicative and purposeful way. They also tell us that students do not have many opportunities for cultural exchange.
Our solution to overcome these challenges is the Chatteris English Development Program for Schools, which aims to create an engaging English language environment at your school inside and outside of the classroom. The program involves the placement of a Chatteris native-speaking English tutor full-time in your school for 1 academic year from September to May. Our tutors are young and enthusiastic language models for students. Inside the classroom, they support students and local teachers. Outside the classroom, they run interesting and engaging English language activities. And all of this occurs to enhance student motivation, confidence, creativity, and proficiency in English, as well as provide them with valuable opportunities for cultural exchange. Last year, we partnered with 33 schools, and we are pleased to share that all of them rated their experience with the Chatteris program as good or very good in the end-of-year report. And this year, we are proud to have placed 65 English tutors across 36 schools, impacting more than 28,000 students. And we have been able to successfully deliver this program for over 30 years due to the high quality of our tutors and our dedicated management support. When it comes to our English tutors, we maintain their high quality through a rigorous recruitment process. We take care of all administrative requirements, including police, medical, and qualification checks, as well as visa sponsorship. And then all of our tutors attend a 3-week intensive orientation prior to placement in your school to make sure they're well equipped to work alongside Hong Kong students. As well as this, all tutors receive ongoing professional development and support throughout the year, including monthly workshops and on-site training.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about how our program works in practice, and I'm going to start by outlining the qualities of a Chatteris English tutor. Our English tutors are proactive, dynamic, and good role models. They are all recent university graduates from various disciplines who come from various countries and can offer insights into various cultural backgrounds. When we recruit tutors, we look for one crucial distinguishing quality. That is that they are deeply committed and passionate about helping Hong Kong students. Here is a video that features feedback from some of our partner schools about their experiences with the Chatteris English Development Programme. In the video, schools use the term CNET referring to our Chatteris native-speaking English tutors, which is a term we use across the organisation when referring to our tutors.
Is there any sound?
No, Mark.
Sorry, give me a second.
Outgoing,
friendly,
cheerful,
communicative,
cooperative,
energetic,
energetic,
and professional. We chose Chatteris purely because of its good reputation. We learned that its selection process is rigorous and the tutors have been very professional.
Our school had the other partnership with the other organizations. So compared with other organizations, I think that Chatteris gave more support on CNETs and teachers. They have the school visits always, lesson observation, and the monthly appraisal.
We're very lucky to have the opportunity to actually work with a local business organization, which is an international enterprise. And there was one day when they came in to actually really brainstorm with us for one whole day how we can have different programs to really cater for our school needs.
Chatteris can provide different CNETs to our school, and they help to increase the confidence and interest of our students to speak English. And our students do learn different cultures from the CNET, which is very good.
I think the atmosphere has been changed like that. The students can go to a CNET whenever they want to talk to them. Especially, I can notice two boys from Form 6. In the past few years, they worked just like a mentor to the new CNETs.
They can enhance their interest in learning the language. And so basically students can have the first-hand experience in getting to know what native English is like.
It is the ongoing in-service training from time to time, and then they give them the idea of the teaching strategies, they give them the idea of how to deal with the less able students, how to motivate them. I think it helped the CNES a lot.
Mandatory training is very important because it helps me become a better person within the classroom, and it helps me with what to expect within the classroom, but also how to deal with situations in the classroom. Teaching them in different ways is very important.
I enjoy teaching English in a fun and interactive way. I get to have a little bit of fun, and it's always good when you have students you can converse with. I think the moments I enjoy most are when you can see them visibly have a little light bulb moment.
Okay, what letter?
After 3 years of working with Chatteris, I found that some of our teachers had actually become fast friends with CNES. So the CNES actually began to appear in not only our school days, but also in our colleagues' weddings and concerts as well.
As shown in the video, our English tutors can co-deliver lessons with local teachers in the classroom and also deliver small group lessons. This enhances the educator-to-student ratio in the classroom, allowing for more student English talk time and more opportunity to cater to learner diversity. Furthermore, our partner schools have indicated that another significant benefit of the programme is the addition of creative, authentic and communicative ideas and activities to the school curriculum by our tutors. This was most recently observed in our staff's wide range of activities and teaching learning resources created in preparation for Christmas-themed lessons. Our tutors are also dedicated to assisting students outside of the classroom. Our tutors create a language-rich environment by engaging students in a wide range of events and activities during recess, lunch, and after school. These informal English experiences cater to student interests, increase motivation to use the language, and aid in the development of intercultural competencies and soft skills. The activities range from speaking to students and playing sports and games in English during recess to more structured programs such as English fun fairs and other themed events. Our tutors also run regular events such as English Cafe and clubs such as drama and poetry, as well as taking a leading role in English ambassador training, as shown here on the slide. In academic year 23-24, we collected survey responses from 65 secondary school students who joined multiple outside classroom activities offered by Chatteris tutors. Around 55% said they had more enjoyment using and learning English.
Our service to partner schools is made possible by a well-qualified and committed executive management team with experience both internationally and in Hong Kong, coming from backgrounds in education, educational technology, education management, and teaching English as a foreign language. This is as well as a dedicated team of full-time Chatteris program managers who support your English tutor and school throughout the year. One program manager supports 6 schools on average, so they are always available to assist you. We also have a member of staff with expertise in resource development and design, and a member of staff with experience in marketing and recruitment. This is in addition to a well-experienced back office team. Here's a quote from one of our local school partners about their experience collaborating with the Chatteris program management team. The management team provided support like resources for workshops and talks and arranging tutors to help with the English week. These provided students with more opportunities to speak English outside of the classroom. Observations have benefited the tutor's lessons a lot with the timely feedback given. It has helped the growth of the tutor and the learning in the classroom. In the 2023-24 academic year, our partner schools rated 4.5 out of 5 for their satisfaction with the support provided by the Chatteris program team. And Chatteris is supported and guided by an incredibly experienced board of trustees with backgrounds in education, finance, and HR. For example, SK Leung, former Principal Assistant Secretary at the EDB, and Nicole Tavares, Senior Lecturer, and M.A. Tisol, Program Director at the University of Hong Kong. So, here's the timeline for applying to partner with Chatteris and receive a Chatteris tutor for the coming academic year. If your school is interested, the first step is to set up a consultation meeting with us anytime from now until the end of March. You can email us at info@chatteris.org.hk to book a time. Our executive team members will then meet you at your school to get to know your needs and discuss how we can work together and make the greatest impact on your students. If both parties feel that the program will be valuable to implement within your school, please submit your application with further information and details for the year ahead. Applications to our program are open until the end of April. This should occur before your school begins any tender process, if your school has one. Chatteris is happy to undertake your tender requirement, and if your school has a different tender timeline, please let us know. If your school has no tender process, we will start to confirm the deployment of our tutors and the program design from March onwards. We will accept tender invitations until the end of May. This wraps up the first section of our sharing, funding a Chatteris tutor for the academic year 2025 to 2026. We will next move on to outline partnering with Chatteris through our externally funded programs.
To demonstrate our commitment to increasing the English proficiency of all students in Hong Kong, we partner with various philanthropic foundations and corporations to provide free Chatteris staff to schools with a high intake of less privileged students. And we do so through our one-for-one Adopt a School and Chatteris Empower projects. In 2015, we started the one-for-one Adopt a School project, which has a proven track record over the last 9 years of doubling opportunities for English language practice. Under the project, the school funds a single Chatteris tutor, and then a generous sponsor funds a second full-time Chatteris tutor in the same school, completely free of charge to the school. Additionally, students at one-for-one schools gain access to numerous other social, cultural, and professional opportunities supported by their sponsor. This year, we have 6 one-for-one schools and have been fortunate to impact over 11,000 students so far. In 2025, we will be commencing the Chatteris Empower project. Under the project, the school funds 1 Chatteris tutor, and then a generous sponsor upgrades this to a senior Chatteris tutor who already has 1 year of experience with us. The school also receives 2 Chatteris teaching interns placed full-time at the school, completely free of charge. This triples opportunities for students in the school to engage in authentic English practice, as well as supports non-ethnic Chinese interns interested in a career in education. In conclusion, if your school has a high proportion of less privileged students, such as students on the textbook allowance scheme, SEN students, newly arrived children, or cross-boundary students from mainland China, we would be really interested in speaking with you to see if you could be a potential one-for-one or Empower partner. What we expect from schools under both projects is a supportive school management aligned with the goals of the project and commitment to work alongside Chatteris and the funders to support the English language development of the students. This ends the first half of our presentation, working with Chatteris for an academic year. Now we will share opportunities to partner on a short-term basis through our short engagement initiatives.
It is often easy to overlook the profound educational benefit that non-academic learning activities can have on students, and particularly for those who might not usually perform as well in a standard classroom learning environment. That's why, in addition to the academic year partnership, we offer schools the opportunity to book additional English language learning initiatives for their students. These can take place during the academic year or as part of the Chatteris Summer Level Up Learning Programme. Short courses that we offer are between 6 to 12 sessions long, and they focus on developing either students' drama or English speaking skills, or act as additional preparation for P6 interviews or DSE exams. One-off events are 2 to 3 hour interactive workshops which develop students' leadership, drama, reading, or group work skills. All activities are designed to boost students' motivation and enthusiasm for learning English through engaging interaction with a Chatteris tutor. Typically, schools use the EDB's Life-Wide Learning Grant to fund these activities. This year, we have received funding enabling us to deliver short DSE support courses at schools with a high intake of less privileged students, free of charge, giving students further chances to practice the necessary skills to feel confident going into their DSE English speaking exam. We are taking bookings for these one-off events and short courses in the coming semester, January to May 2025. They can fit into existing lessons or as after-school activities for your students. Due to the success of our Summer Level Up Learning Programme this previous summer, based on student and school feedback, we are offering partner and non-partner schools the opportunity to book these learning experiences this coming June, July, and August 2025. Activities offered develop students' leadership, drama, reading, or collaboration skills. All of the workshops are 2 hours in length and can cater to between 60 to 120 students. This summer, we will resume offering schools cultural and heritage outings that foster students' deeper understanding and appreciation of Hong Kong's history. These opportunities can serve as fun post-exam activities or as bridging programs for incoming students. Additionally, thanks to generous donors, we have the opportunity to deliver this program free for schools that serve a high proportion of students from less privileged backgrounds. We will provide you with details on how to apply for this after you contact us. We asked 495 students participating in 5 Chatteris Level Up learning events last summer to complete a pre and post survey after participating in an intensive 2-hour competition-style funfair event, which used English as the medium of instruction. Here are a few examples of the students' outcomes. When we asked students whether they were confident speaking with native English speakers prior to the event, only 22% agreed that they were confident, as shown in the blue bar on the left. After the activities, that number jumped to almost 33% of those expressing confidence when speaking with native English speakers. And when we asked students whether they were motivated to use and learn English, 28 agreed prior to the event, after which that number rose to almost 40%. Additionally, we asked the students whether they would like to join this or a similar event again, of which 70% of the students said yes, they wanted to join another Chatteris event. We are accepting bookings to deliver short initiative at your school in semester 2 on a rolling basis. So you can email or call us to book in your next event or discuss how this can fit into your school's timetable. To be part of one of our 3 externally funded programs, receiving a free summer event, an additional Chatteris tutor, or 2 free Chatteris teaching interns, scan the QR code to access further information on the programs and the application form. You can apply for up to all 3 of these funded programs. Every year, Chatteris provides a variety of professional development sessions to school management and local teaching staff. Firstly, from February 2025, we are delivering a safeguarding professional development session, which will provide different insights to approaches used from a UK training perspective that might be adapted or incorporated into the existing practices of your school. This training can take place at the school campus or online if preferred. And finally, in collaboration with Nord Anglia University, we are hosting 6 online webinars between December and the coming May. Upcoming topics include digital tools for teachers and students, and practical approaches to integrating social and emotional learning into your English language classroom. You can email info@chatteris.org.hk for more information on our next professional development sessions.
So we're going to ask Josephine to present about her experience as an English panel head with the Chatteris Tutor program. So thank you very much, Josephine, for joining us. Pocock Secondary is a school very dear to our heart. We started working in 2006, and we've been connected for a very long time. So over to Josephine.
Hi everyone, I'm Josephine from Pocock Secondary School. Margaret, can you show the first page? Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to have the chance to share our wonderful experience of working with all CNETs, from Chatteris, and to share why we would like to get the CNETs from Chatteris and what our CNETs usually do at our school today. And if you have any questions after this sharing, please feel free to ask me. The first page, Margaret? Is it the first page?
This is the first page.
Oh, okay. So first of all, we have been getting additional CNETs from Chatteris since 2006. And before I really want to share our experience of partnering with Chatteris, let me give you some background information about our school. Our school is actually in Chang Kwon O, and the majority of our students are not very good at English, and they are very shy, and some of the students are from mainland too. So their English level is not good enough for them to secure a safe pass in HKDSE. And this year we have 2 CNETs from Chatteris. The CNETs were trained by Chatteris, and they are aimed to empower our students with enhanced English proficiency, since our students are quite weak in English and most of them lack family support. They are not very confident enough to speak in English, and having 2 CNETs from Chatteris can definitely enable them or to enable English department to organize different kinds of English activities during lunchtime so as to enrich our English environment in our school campus. As you can see, we have 2 CNETs. They are Miss G and also Miss Melody from different countries. They mainly take up the following roles, like having English lessons with our students, organizing regular lunchtime English activities from Monday to Friday. On Monday, we have movie appreciation. Tuesday, we have spelling bee. Wednesday, we have speaking day. Thursday, we have English cafe. And Friday, we have English tuck shop. So they are very busy, for organizing all these lunchtime English activities. Besides that, they also help the school to organize some whole school activities. The second page, please, thank you. Like the school tours for primary school students and also the Halloween fun fair. They are also responsible for the ECA at our school. Like Miss Melody, she is responsible for training the English ambassadors at our school. And next, please. And for Miss G, she is responsible for the drama club. They are also responsible for after-school tutorials for our Form 1 to Form 4 students as well. As you can see, okay, they actually bring a lot of benefits to our students together with our English teachers. And perhaps you may ask two questions. What distinguishes a CNET from other English teachers, including the CNETs at the school? And why did you choose to collaborate with Chatteris? I'm going to answer these two questions one by one. As you can see, those CNETs could actually bring a lot of benefits to us. First of all, we have got a CNET from EDB, and we have got a net from EDB, and she has long been allocated to teach the G classes at our school. So that means she's not free enough to teach and cover the speaking lessons across the forms from Form 1 to Form 6. So having these CNETs who possess native level fluency, and they are actually very young and energetic, so they can mingle with our students freely at recess or after school. And also, with their help, we can actually ask them to organize a lot of English activities at school so that our students can communicate with them more confidently and in a more effective way. So next. Since the CNETs are from different countries, Miss G is from the USA and Miss Melody is from the UK. They definitely have a lot of different cultural background, and they are willing and they always share their cultural background with our students. They actually have no generation gap with our students because they are very young, and most of our students really like to talk to them because they are just like the elder brother or sister, mingling with them all the time during the recess and after school and even in the lessons. Since they are from different countries, that means our students can learn a lot of cultures from them. And that definitely help our students to be global citizens after talking with them. And also we have got the long-term benefits. It also help benefit students' higher education and career prospects, as everyone knows that English is widely recognized as a global language of communication. So if our students are good at communicating with other people in English, that definitely help them to have more chances getting to university, and maybe they can get a better job in the future. So let's move on to the second question. Why did we choose to collaborate with Chatteris? First and foremost, each CNET is supported by a team of staff and experts from Chatteris. The team will visit the school to have lesson observation regularly to ensure teaching quality. As you know, some of the CNETs are quite young and they may not have a lot of teaching experience. But with the support given by Chatteris, the CNETs can actually get used to the new teaching environment very easily. And students in the classroom sometimes may lack motivation. Our seniors are very well trained because they know how to make use of some good teaching methodologies. Maybe they have learned this from Chatteris, from the workshop, every month. They can actually provide some very interactive lessons for our students. So we also, for teachers, English teachers, we also get some useful materials from Chatteris. So to be very honest, we definitely get a lot of help and assistance from the CNETs and also from the Chatteris in terms of getting a lot of teaching materials and teaching ideas. So as to enhance our students' motivation. And the next one, sometimes our students are not very good at English and they may have a quite huge learner diversity. Our CNETs, can definitely design very good lessons for them, so as to motivate them in their English speaking lessons. Next one, Sometimes they may have some classroom management problems, and with the support given by Chatteris, because they are having lesson observation every month for the CNES, the CNES can actually acquire a lot of skills in managing the students. So our students, okay, they can really get used to, okay, the speaking lessons, the way, okay, the CNES teach them in a very effective way. So in the Word, okay, we can see some obvious changes among our students, especially from the very weak ones. As one of the one-for-one partner schools, our students are given a lot of chances to join a lot more English activities to boost their English proficiency. And they are now becoming more confident in communicating with the native speakers. Very honest. Okay, at the very beginning, even though they cannot really communicate with our CNES very fluently, but now they are very willing to try and they're not very shy to mingle with those CNES. And when the CNES talk to them during recess or lunchtime, they will not run away immediately. And our school, especially our principal, is happy to see these changes. And this shows our students' improvements in learning English with the help of CNES. And we actually benefit a lot from joining this program. That's all what I want to share today. Thank you.
Thank you, Josephine.
Thank you very much, Josephine. Does anyone have any questions for Josephine? Any schools, feel free to type your questions in the chat box. We'll also have the opportunity for general questions about Chatteris at the end of the session, but does anyone have any questions for Josephine? We can give it 1 minute just in case anyone's typing. While we're waiting, Josephine, maybe I can ask you a question if that's okay. You've had full-time tutors for some time at the school, but recently there's also been some additional activities. So we had a leadership activity at the school. I'm just wondering, what's your experience working with Chatteris on some of our shorter activities or courses? What's been your experience?
Do you mean the hiking activity or the drama?
It could be the hiking, or it could be the leadership sessions, or anything else that jumps to mind, the shorter activities that we run.
Well, our students, they benefit a lot by joining, okay, a lot more activities like the hiking and also some other activities like visiting the Jinko house, okay, and having some very great and famous speakers, okay, to give a talk to our students. They definitely, okay, broaden our students' horizons and to learn something extra outside school. And our students are more willing to speak in English, and they're not really shy, okay, to talk to the native speakers now, because they really lack, okay, family support and their English proficiency is not that good. But with the help, okay, given from the Chatteris and also the CNES, our students have definitely changed a lot.
Thank you. That's very, very insightful. Last chance for any questions before we move on. Oh, someone said thank you, Josephine, on the chat box. Very nice of you. What are the requirements for the one-for-one program during the selection among all applying schools with underprivileged family backgrounds? Good question. So in terms of the selection process, it would be a case of your school applying and in the application process providing us with various different statistics and information, such as the percentage of students on full or half textbook allowance, the percentage of students who might be cross-border students, if applicable, the percentage of students who might be special educational needs. So if you can provide us with this information as part of the application process, we would then, in addition, most likely visit your school if you're in the shortlist for receiving the one-for-one funding. After that period, we then have a final meeting with the selection panel. Now, importantly, the selection panel isn't just made up of Chatteris staff. We do have normally a retired school principal or other members that aren't connected to Chatteris who take part on a selection board to help decide who finally receives the funding from the donor. And our donors typically are Hong Kong philanthropic organizations, such as the Kadoorie Charitable Foundation or the Lehigh Sand Foundation, or they have also come from corporate backgrounds as well. Okay, let's move on to the conclusion, I think. And if anyone has any questions in this final stage, then feel free to type or to ask at the end. So to summarize, why Chatteris? Well, we're a registered nonprofit charitable organization, and that means that any surplus income, if any, goes further towards our program development and service to less privileged young people. Our English tutors are motivated and they're matched to best impact your students inside and outside of the classroom. We have a very strong quality assurance component to our program, supported by a team of experienced management staff who can also offer additional manpower and services to your school. We're very well placed to help schools and students in areas of things like digital and physical resource creation and staff professional development. We take on all the additional responsibility of the administrative requirements for hiring, onboarding quality English tutors. There are often challenging aspects of hiring an English tutor, including visa sponsorship, medical checks, and other support, and we cover all of that. We have a program where we could provide an additional free funded tutor or teaching interns in your school if your school meets our requirements under the one-for-one Adopt a School or Chatteris Empower program. We also have options for partnering with us on short-term basis activities, and in some cases, these can be offered to your school for free. And finally, we offer additional free professional development for school staff and management. And a few final reminders. If your school is interested in partnering with us and with Chatteris to receive a full-time Chatteris tutor, please email us to book a meeting. To be part of one of our 3 externally funded programs, to receive a free summer event, an additional Chatteris tutor, or 2 free Chatteris teaching interns, please scan the QR code to learn more about the programs and complete the application form. And this information will also be emailed to you, so also don't worry too much right now. And finally, if your school is looking for additional events and short-term programs during the year, we're accepting bookings for semester 2 on a rolling basis. Simply email us or call to book an event. So now we're going to move on to the Q&A part. If you have any questions for our partner school teachers or Chatteris, please do share them in the chat box or unmute yourself if you'd like to ask any questions.